Hi friends, and welcome back to AmandaMuse. So, looking at the clock here, which I'm not wearing, but you get the idea. We are just a couple days away from 2018. And I've been reflecting a little bit the last couple days, weeks even. Do I have goals for the new year? And kind of thinking, what is 2018 gonna hold? Because 2017 was a damn good year, gotta tell you that much. Professionally, I accomplished a lot of new things. I tried some new things, and I feel like I really honed in on what I like to do. And some of those things I've really been reflecting on, like, who is Amanda? What is Amanda doing with herself creatively, professionally? What do I want to see happen for my family? And kind of like sum it up, And then of course in the same breath, just pose the question to you. Do you have goals for the new year? And so I find as I get into my 30s, I've really just come into my own as to who I am as a woman, what I like my style to be, but I'm just not taking into consideration too many factors that don't matter. So with that in mind and my new my new thought process, my kind of outlook for 2018 has a lot to do with I. And so a couple of words that pop into my head and have just been coming up in conversation lately have been integrity. To me, integrity is doing on camera what you would do when the camera is off, treating people in such a way that you would do it whether other people knew or didn't know, parenting in such a way where there are no accolades. I just see a trend in the space where sometimes I wonder, are people doing this, posting that photo, creating this myth to get told they're doing a good job, but really, is that really what's happening when the camera's turned off? And so I'm going to continue to lead my life that way, whether or not that means I'm going to get all the views and all the thumbs up. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because that's a hard one. It can be really hard when our culture is swaying in such a way where we are given value based on how many likes we get, how many followers we have, and that can really hurt you when you're the person trying to create. And I just need to step away and keep doing what comes naturally. And that's something that I've talked about a little bit earlier in the year. I remember reading an article saying that sometimes we fight what comes naturally to us and we think, well, it's easy and therefore it's probably too easy, I should probably be doing something else. Maybe a style of video, or that would be harder to do, but it would likely get better views, but then I do it and it doesn't, it flops. Why? Because it's not naturally what I'm good at. So I will continue to create content that I enjoy. And as a result, hopefully because I enjoy making it, you guys will enjoy watching it. So not much is changing in that sense. I gotta say, I've really enjoyed bringing back the vlogs. I have been having some help with editing in terms of the vlogs, which has changed my whole perspective of it. It's giving me a little bit more free time to just live my life rather than be consumed by the editing process. So that's been a nice little factor there. And I also would like to start living my life a little bit more consciously. I am that way now, but having more time to give more thought to things in terms of what I buy, in terms to what I watch, in terms of the people I surround myself. So I think having integrity and being very conscious of my decisions, those two are kind of going hand in hand. So that's something I'm working on personally, which will naturally, filter into my professional life, and of course here on my channel and on the various social media platforms I play on, like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all those places. So that's one little thing. The other piece is the goals aspect in terms of me being just verbal and saying, this is what I'm gonna do in 2018 and making that shit happen. Because I feel like once you say it out loud, you kind of have to make it happen. I am going to be launching season 1 of my podcast. So right now, for the month of January, I'm putting my head down and I'm going to iron out what those episodes will look like. And I'm just gonna make it happen. I've been talking about it forever, and I listened to a podcast recently that said, what is holding you back from your creativity? What is stopping me? And really all it comes down to is fear of, one, taking up more time and letting my family down because I'm working on something, but I need to lose that guilt because this is where I excel. I love doing what I do. I love speaking with people. I love sharing information and knowledge and making people feel good and bringing people together. I feel like that's my superpower, is I like to bring people together and create this community, and I love doing it. And if I don't do it, I feel like someone's unplugged me and I'm like, bleh, I start to melt. So what I've learned about myself is I need to be working in order to feel whole. And when I feel whole, I am a better mother, wife, friend, all of the above. And so I'm doing it, you guys. I'm not gonna let fear or procrastination or, you know, what's the other word that I do? Perfectionism stop me from doing it. I'm launching this podcast. So, but yeah, I'm really struggling on the name of my podcast. So if you have a suggestion, let me know. And then hand in hand with the podcast, I'm launching some merch, okay? So you guys have spoken. I've noticed that obviously other creators do this. It's gonna be small and like, you know, not a lot of merch, but I'm gonna do it. And I'm super pumped. And yeah, those are my two massive things. That may not seem like a lot, but it's an undertaking. It's completely new to me. So that's what's coming. And I'm excited to launch that hopefully in the spring. That's the plan. So I'm not gonna commit to dates, but know it's gonna happen and we're gonna go in seasons. You know, right now I'm doing 3 videos a week on YouTube and a video on Facebook weekly. And so we'll see kind of how all of that goes in terms of what I can manage. So those are my goals for 2018. You know, I want to live with integrity and continue to live my life in that way and create content that matches. I'm going to be being very conscious about my decisions and what I choose to do. I'm just going to spend some time on me. It's the year of I, okay? So I'm going to do me and just spend a little bit of time with myself and get to know myself again and love myself. And I hope that that will translate through video. And then my podcast and merch, which I think are going to go hand in hand when they launch. And I'm pumped and I hope you're excited. And it's been such a good year. And I thank all of you who have joined me for this adventure, who have stuck around, enjoyed the content I created, enjoyed the sponsored content I created, because that's what helps me keep this channel alive. I know that a lot of people do, what's the name of that platform where people can, you know, they ask their viewers for money to help them support their channels. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I feel like that's why I work with brands. I just want your time. I just want your ears. I just want your comments. And I get it for creators that have to do that, but I don't want to do that. So your support with my sponsored videos just lets me continue to do this, right? Because you remember we had this chat, in order for me to provide for my family, I have to work. And neither that's going to be here doing this, or it's going to be a formal traditional job. And so this I prefer, so I like to keep doing it. So yeah, you guys just going along with it and having some fun with what I create, I appreciate. And I guess that's it. So I wish you and yours an amazing start to 2018. And I would love to know some of your goals and what you've got going on for yourself. If you want to leave me 1 or 2 below, I would love to hear them. And that's it. Now on Monday, I do have a special video coming your way, so stay tuned for that. And that's it, friends. I will see you and your beautiful faces in the new year. Bye for now.